We welcome those of you joining us from Oklahoma State and Texas. Rich Hollenberg, Fran Fraschilla on hand inside Schollmeyer Arena. A top 25 matchup in the Big 12 between number 17 TCU and number 25 Iowa State. It's a
lot of Horned Frogs in LA now for the national championship game, but we've got a pretty good Saturday afternoon crowd.
A lot of purple pride around Fort Worth and Dallas Metroplex area with the TCU Horned Frogs football team playing for a national championship Monday. They have the ball in a tie game. Here's Baugh, deep three. That one off the mark, out of bounds. It'll be Iowa.
Just with their possessions, not turn it over. TCU, as you mentioned, they want to get up and down.
Here's Trey King's first attempt. Close range, no good. Mike Miles, as we mentioned, the Frogs want to push it. Good transition defense from the Clones. Here's Miles surveying. Skip pass, Baugh. Off the mark on the three-ball attempt, and Caleb Grill corrals it for the Clones.
And the reason Damian was open again is because they've really smothered the middle of the court to keep Mike Miles out, so he skipped it across the court.
Here's the reserve big man Robert Jones for Iowa State. Blocked by Emmanuel Miller. Miles, short. And good Iowa State defense again.
And that's a good job of Iowa State getting back and building that defense, because as we mentioned, and we're going to say it about 100 times, Frogs want to get out. They were particularly good in the second half, Rich.
Jones for two from 2 feet in the paint.
Big Rob energy is what he's known as, and he has really improved on the offensive end. He gives you the effort on the defensive end, Rich, but they're actually throwing it into him in the post this year, and that time he delivered.
Here's Micah Peavy, 0 in gray. 6 minutes gone by. 10-8 Iowa State lead. Jamie Dixon yelling hard cuts to his horn.
It's a violation, so they reset it to 20.
Lampkin the handoff to Peavy. Straight line drive, and Micah Peavy gets fouled. Local kid, went to Ames High School, now playing for the college team in Ames, Iowa.
Yeah, mom and dad work at Iowa State. Nice pass.
Inside, and he traveled with it.
Ames High School in Iowa State. Good skip.
5 consecutive empty trips for TCU, now make it 6 as this Cyclone defense has traveled from Ames.
You notice, Rich, 5 guys on one side, so what does TCU do? They throw across the court, but they've come up empty so far. Side to side is how they move it. 5 out.
Kalsher, step back. And that's a 2-pointer for Gabe Kalsher.
Remarkable confidence right now.
Yeah, we saw him at Baylor in the Big 12 opener on the road.
And you watched Iowa State in the half court. They will lock in. Oh, good cut again by Cole.
Comes up short. Interior defense by the freshman last night.
And, well, it's like you said earlier, it's a day that ends in Y.
Yeah. TCU used to coming back from behind, as we mentioned moments ago. They trailed by 17 against Baylor.
Oh, 2 great plays by Watson.
Here's Lipsy, working on Miles. Gets it back.
That's a foul. Miles very, very under control.
Yeah, when you think of Iowa State point guards, the first Iowa State up 5, 10.5 to go here from Fort Worth. Both teams looking to improve to 3-0 in Big 12 play. 5 on the shot clock. Holmes fires away from beyond the arc, no good. And Lampkin with the rebound, and the Frogs want to run. Nice pass, big to big, and an and one opportunity for Eddie Lampkin. 100+ pounds, but he's now down to about 270, the lightest he's been since his sophomore year in high school. That goes out of bounds.
They're not going to outscore most teams. They play, they hang their hat on that great defense. There's those skip passes again, Rich. And the reason they skip it is because Iowa State's defense on one side of the floor has 5 players.
Wells threw it to no one in particular. That
all across the court to create long closeouts.
Holmes double teamed in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Kalsher, high arcing jumper, no good. Here comes Ball.
Good help by Grill. He got early to Miller.
Miller for three.
Is getting his respect inside the league as just a really valuable player.
Emmanuel Miller doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he knocks them down, and so does
Capable at knocking down a three ball, 41% coming in. There's that high-low.
And Miller back-to-back buckets. He has 7. All in a 1-point lead on the road, looking to go 3-0 in Big 12 play for
from Texas A&M. By the way, his little brother Leonard is with the G League Ignite and may be a first-round pick. Little at 6'9". Good look.
Jones kept his pivot foot, and
it's hard to lose a 6'9" guy, but they did.
A deep three. Jahade Wells off the mark. Caleb Grill, one of the better rebounding guards in this league, comes up with it.
This is a fun matchup for us, Rich, because these are two tough, hard-nosed teams. The record speaks for themselves. They play vanilla basketball, nothing fancy.
King off the window. Trey King's got his second bucket today.
Bentley plays with energy. He's got really good size, moves his feet, and right now he's guarding Darren Holmes.
TCU ranked 17th in the nation, within 3 now. Iowa State has led for most of this contest.
Nice
and
pass.
They continue to lead.
Wow, Trey King throwing it down, but set up by Robert Jones.
And we've got an offensive foul called on the
down. A good look, good big to big, as you mentioned. And what I liked about it from a charge, because we know how dangerous TCU is, even after scores.
Grill gives it inside, and that one's blocked at close range. Frogs on the move. No Mike Miles on the floor, their leading scorer, saddled with 2 fouls early on.
25 minutes, I would tell it. Yeah, well, that's what Dallas traffic.
Right. Lipsy almost lost it. Caleb Grill, 2 in Cardinals, still scoreless in this game. Kalsher for 3.
Tough shot.
1 and done for the close.
Oh, he traveled. He did.
He did.
Yep.
That's this.
These teams are so well scouted.
Stolen away by Ball.
Nice.
Up ahead to Peavy for the slam.
In the game.
TCU back to within 1. Their only lead of the game came at 3-2 in the opening moments. Here's Grill. Answers with a 3.
Quick release. Great look by Lipsy. He had a split second to reverse it, and Caleb hit a tough contested shot. That's what I call a semi-contested shot. He's already open by the time he's going to shoot it, and defender closes late.
Coles in traffic, gets it to go. 25th ranked Iowa State, a 2-point lead coming up on 3 minutes to go.
Great.
And a nice take by the freshman Lipsy.
That's that wrong foot layup off balance. And it throws the shot blocker off. He's used to Lipsy going up the way junior high kids go up for a layup. Terrific.
Lipsy only averages 6.5 coming in, but he has 4 already today. And we're going the other way. Baugh tried to throw it off.
Very light on his feet.
6th in the country in offensive rebounds is Eddie Lampkin. He got 1 there and got the bucket.
Great help right there by Eddie as well on that pick and roll.
Here's Grill. Off the mark on the 3.
He's capable of making those tough shots, but that was a little quick, I thought.
Knocked out of bounds. 9 from the field with Miles on the bench.
It's been stagnant for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Here's Miles, right off the bench. Too strong on the 3 ball. Offensive rebound, O'Bannon.
Nice pass.
Touch pass, off the window, Lampkin.
2 for 1. They do, and they can do it. Excellent execution. If you're going to try to get 2 possessions in the final 47 seconds, you've got to shoot that ball by about 40. Remember what happened the other day? TCU could have let the ball roll and not touch it, Rich, and the shot clock wouldn't have started.
About a 6-second differential between shot clock and game clock, an unforced error.
Unless it's a layup, since they're already up 4.
Holmes, shot fake. Float game. No, but the follow by Watson. From half court, good if it goes, it's off the window, and Iowa State, which has led for all...
Earlier this week with that great 17-point comeback. And this team will move it side to side. They'll play at a slow tempo. The key is not to turn it over and to get a good shot every possession.
4 on the shot clock. Kalsher thought about the 3, instead goes to the float game.
Brilliant.
And he works on that every day in shooting.
Yep, and he looked up at the shot clock. When I looked up, it was 4.7. That means there was plenty of time for Gabe to get that floater up there, Rich.
8 points, leads the Iowa State scoring.
There's those skip passes again because of the help on one side.
With 7 on the clock, Miles, tough 2 from Mike Miles.
Nobody getting an advantage either way.
We saw Miles dominate the Baylor defense in the second half this past Wednesday. TCU would love for him to do more of that today.
Can't do this. Can't give them a fast break opportunity.
O'Bannon!
Yep.
A 3.
He's out of the play now. So Grill's got to come over. There's a late closeout and a foul. And
cuts the Iowa State lead to 3.
Nice.
But now it's 5 with
Yep.
that beautiful cut by Kalsher. 14 a game his last 3. He's got 10 today. Blocked by Oshuni. And it's going to stay.
12 play, been really effective on that end. You just saw it.
There's Lampkin on the roll. And he shuffled the puppies.
And I think Holmes and Oshuni are starting to get really used to Big 12 action. Particularly the big guy, because they really can use him.
Yeah.
Holmes has been good all year. Good cut.
That one's blocked. Here's Baugh. Open court. Damian Baugh with 7. And it's a 3-point Iowa State lead.
That was the epitome right there of coast-to-coast basketball. The blocked shot and then the finish in transition.
That's what they want. Only 2 fast break points in the first half. Or first 2 fast break points of the second half, I should say. And that lob finished by Oshuni.
And Timmon
throwing it off there. They've trailed for all but 20 seconds of this contest.
If you're the Cyclones, you just want to keep this lead as long as you can in the early part of the second half. No runs. They don't need a 6 or 8-0 TCU run. They got to play deliberate basketball on both ends.
And no sooner do you say that than the freshman Tamin Lipsey pulls it back out.
Exactly. He's been well taught, obviously.
Here's King working on Miller. Here comes Miles. Foot on the gas.
Yep, there you go. Hard to stop a guy. That hasn't happened much today to the Cyclones.
28 points a game for Mike Miles in his first 2 in the Big 12. He has 7 now. Jones, tough 2 with the right hand.
Great foot transfer from Denver.
Coming up on 5 minutes gone by in the second half.
Mismatch, good hands. Miller had the mismatch.
Iowa State holds on. They're 3-0 in league play for the first time in 23 years. Lipsey, touch!
Boy, this kid, poise. A coach on the floor. He's not with their ball movement. They're going to try to get that defense side to side.
Lipsey found a seam. Jump stop, no good. Lampkin the rebound. And look at the push. Here's Miles. Got it off the window.
And Iowa State, they were messing around with the loose ball in the lane, and that allowed Mike to get up the court.
Miles has scored the last 7 for the Frogs.
We've seen that before, haven't we?
8 on the shot clock. Offensive foul, Iowa State.
Jones, that's the second offensive foul, setting a screen out on the court.
10 on the shot clock.
Does that help again?
Baugh. And the foul's going to go on. We talked about this being a defensive battle in the second half. Both of these offenses efficient. 7 for 12 for Iowa State, 6 for 10 for TCU in the second half.
And I think it's been a product of great execution against two very good defenses. I've enjoyed this game.
3 on the shot clock. Ball.
Yep. Backup point guard, played 10 years in the league. Great kid, great work ethic, good leader.
The block by Lampkin. The follow, Oshuniyi will go to the line.
To the credit of the Cyclones, they've done a nice job of keeping TCU from getting good looks.
A bucket here, and it's just a one-possession ball game. But it goes off the hand.
And keep from TCU from running it up the court like we saw them do in Waco, but you can't give them that much room.
Bounce pass, Miller, met at the rim by Watson. Ball for 3 again.
Up. And again, serious-minded guy.
Once again, TCU within 4.
Well, he got the lob.
Oshuniyi
Yep,
finishes.
You talk about that time, Eddie not happy with his teammate.
There's O'Bannon in the corner, drives baseline. Watson comes away with it. Let's see what Kalsher does. Drives left, can't get it to go, but a foul is called on TCU.
They're big. Here comes the boat race here.
And an offensive foul called on Damian Ball. Came up big there. Mismatch for Holmes with the big man Lampkin. Tries to take advantage. Fall away 2.
Big shot. A lot of contact. Good no call. Just a great finish by Holmes. You mentioned the floater game. He's got it.
4 Cyclones in double digits. Miles harassed. O'Bannon. And a foul on the 3-point attempt.
We'll just use the press to try to speed the game up. They go man.
And that foul's going to go on Damian Ball, one of the best players in the country, Mike Miles.
Here he comes.
Goes left and will go to the line. Mike Miles. Kalsher, top of the key, way off the mark on the 3 ball. Picked up by Jones to Trey King
For himself, a great look. Jones back in, big Rob energy. Good hands by Lipsy, kept Miles from getting to the paint. Here they come downhill.
Offensive foul. Gabe Kalsher again.
If they score here, get it back to 6 or 7. It'll stem that little run by TCU.
Grill back on the floor. Quiet game for him. From close range, blocked, but a great stick-to-itiveness by Trey King.
Until you can build your help defense.
Miles slipped. Out of bounds, Iowa State basketball.
This is the anatomy of a road win if Iowa State's able to hold on.
Here's Holmes. He nearly tripped. 10 on the shot clock. Grill. Off the mark. Offensive rebound, Rob Jones.
That's not a shot I would have taken right there, but King gets it back.
Damian Ball lost a sneaker. He was holding a sneaker in one hand, and that's why he couldn't. Kalsher.
Tough.
Catch and release.
Tough
Gabe
shot.
Kalsher with a dozen.
Have answered every run by TCU.
That lob out of bounds.
That's why I've enjoyed this game. The offensive execution for both teams has been really good, but so has the defense.
7-0 Iowa State run after TCU had cut the lead to 2.
Good hot head fake.
O'Bannon. No good, and Grill corralled.
And again, they're going to go to the last TV timeout with a healthy lead.
Oh, Lipsy tried to thread the needle to King. 4 straight possessions.
Got to keep Mike Miles and Ball out of the paint.
Ten on the shot clock. Miles working on Kalsher.
Good D, tough
Step
shot.
back. And the foul drawn on Gabe Kalsher.
Right now, the Horned Frogs don't need Damian Ball, they need Sammy Ball.
And a foul call.
Play fast if you're TCU. I'd spread the floor, don't even need a ball screen. You bring a ball screen, you bring two to you.
Coles for
It
three.
works. There you go.
And a timeout called by Jamie.
It's that pressing lineup. Got to get it in smoothly.
Here's Lipsy, the lob to Jones. He got met at the rim by the rim, but a foul is game. TCU with the ball, down by 3.
Watch the pick and pop, but also the key is to keep the guards out of the paint.
Miles in the left corner. Ball high off the window, got fouled and will go to the line. Two-point game. TCU has the lead.
Okay, fake pressure by TCU.
20 seconds to go. Iowa State down 1. Lipsy. Otzelberger gets the timeout. He was 3 for 9 from the stripe. Here's Holmes. 15 to go. Blocked. Grill. Finds Oshuni. Another block. Cork has it. Out of bounds. Whose ball?
It's going to be reviewable.
0.6 to go.
Got to go already.
Kalsher. Step back. 3 for the win. He got it. Gabe Kalsher with 1.3 left.
He's been big in the clutch. Look at that step back.
Gabe Kalsher with 15 points in this game, 3 coming the hard way.
Sometimes, Rich, it's Sammy Ball right now. It's deflected.
And Iowa State, who led for most of the game, but found themselves down by 1 in the closing seconds, pulls it out with Gabe Kalsher, the hero. The Cyclones are 3-0 in the Big 12 for the